Hello, hello. Hey, Ruben. Can you hear me?
Ruben is muted. I just unmuted myself.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm Freddie.
You're Freddie.
Yep.
I'm Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Hello, Linda.
Is that Martine?
Hello, everybody. Oh, I'd like the
How wonderful to see you.
it's wonderful to see you too.
Of course, I can only see you from the nose down.
Oh,
Fix
okay.
that.
So
There you go. It's all of you.
maybe if I
Tina
go
there
over
too?
you can see more of me. How's that?
Now you're too far away. You were just fine once she moved the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did I see Bina too?
And
Hi,
there's
Linda.
Hi, Bina. How are you?
Hi, Mina.
Where are you guys located?
We're in Canada.
You're in Canada.
Yes.
Awesome.
Where are you?
I'm in Arizona.
Yeah, that's where you've been. And
Yeah, been here for,
thank you for everything you're doing to watch over Alcor, Linda.
and I'm very happy with the way things are at Alcor right now. Very
Good.
That's
pleased.
great. That's great. I was a little bit worried when Max Moore was no longer the CEO, but if you say you're happy, then I know everything is good.
It was a very friendly transition and one that Max was welcoming because he really wasn't a manager, and doing that kind of work was just really hard on him. And now he gets to do, he's still with us, and now he gets to do things he's good at and he loves: promotion, writing, TV appearances, and that kind of thing. So
That's great.
Wonderful.
Linda, I'm so excited to share with you that Ruben has finished the translation of your and Fred's second podcast.
oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah, Ruben translated all of the Truths of Terasem into Spanish.
Spanish.
Then he translated your first podcast into Spanish, and just a couple days ago, he finished the second podcast in Spanish.
Awesome. Thank you, Ruben.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, first of all, I am so happy of meeting Linda today because I have learned so much about Terasem listening to your podcast with Fred, and now I'm working in the translations, and I think that it will open a window for all the people that speaks Spanish.
Yes.
Who,
Very
to
important
understand
work
the
you're doing.
deep idea of Terasem. So nice to meet you, Linda.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
And Linda, Ruben also established the first Terasem Ashram outside of the United States in Argentina. And
So you're in Argentina. That's
yes,
awesome.
yes, he's in Argentina.
Yes,
The northwestern portion of Argentina.
yes, La Rioja, that is near to Chile, in northwest.
Alexa.
Hello, Samuel. Hello, Tyler. Michael.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Martine.
Hi, everybody. I should put on my headphones. Give me a moment. Grabbing my headphones.
Okay.
Michael, are you, I suppose, also not far from Alcor in Scottsdale?
That's right. About a mile and a half from That's where I live, about 1.5 miles from Malachor. So I
Great,
walk there. I walk it each day.
Nice.
very good.
Yeah.
Are you able to see Linda at the Alcor, or are you guys have to stay?
Well, thanks to COVID, I haven't seen Linda too much in the last few months, but we expect that to change.
Yeah, hopefully I got my first vaccination on Monday.
Great.
And second one will be 1st of March. So hopefully by the middle of March, early April, depending on, I mean, they've already had a couple of cases of people who were fully vaccinated that got infected. So we'll just have to look at the data and see. I'm anxious to get back. I've been working from home for a year. I get a little bit of cabin fever. So.
Well, hopefully these monthly gatherings will help a little bit with the cabin fever.
Definitely. I'm glad you're doing the Zoom thing.
Yes.
Thank you, Gabriel, for inviting me.
Is he here?
I see his picture on the bottom of my screen.
I don't see him anywhere.
I see his thumbnail.
And I
He's
see my beautiful friend Lori.
Hi, Lori. Can you see our ashram flag, Linda, in the background?
I see the flag behind Ruben.
Yeah, that one is in Argentina.
Yeah.
And there should be one like pointing, the camera should be pointing.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see
I
it.
see it.
Yes. Yeah, I see it. I just didn't recognize it at first.
Yes, I have
Beautiful.
put the flag today because in the chapter of the truth that we will read today, it speaks about the flag. And hi Ivan from Minsk.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello. How is the
Hello.
weather in Minsk? Is it
It's very cold. It's minus 15 by Celsius, It's
oh,
a bit close.
okay.
Hey, Julio?
Ivan? That's Ivan.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, we are at -7 degrees in Quebec.
Mhm.
Woo.
You're
Hello.
in
Time for
Quebec?
some hot chocolate.
Hello.
25 in La Rioja.
I'm in Orlando, and I believe it's about 76 or so here, Fahrenheit. So
You forgot to follow that up with na 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 na.
sorry.
Because here in Arizona, we've been having mid-70s type weather. Right now, of course, it's morning, it's 8 o'clock. So it's still down around the 50s.
I would feel like
Lori knows how much I hate cold weather.
Yes, I do, and I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I
We make
love
a great pair.
Yvette, what's the temperature in Southern California?
It's 52 degrees and gonna be sunny, I think.
Nice.
Just took the dogs out for a walk and it was pleasant, so.
Correction, it's actually it's only 70 degrees here in Orlando. I overshot it just a little bit. I apologize.
Okay, fine. Just because we're freezing. We have 2 pair of long johns. It's okay.
There's my friend Julio. What's the temperature where you are?
It's becoming cold.
Well, I do feel sorry for all of you people in cold climes.
Well, I have a niece in Alaska and she has 2 dogs and they have to put jackets, hats, and booties on the dogs to take them out in Alaska. And there are like plumes of smoke that come up from the chimneys from people's heaters and everything that just, because it's so cold, just loom in these clouds right above the chimneys. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
Pretty,
sounds
but,
like
but
it.
odd.
Nice. Well, welcome everyone to our second gathering of the year. It's nice to see all of you. And we're going to start off by sharing. If anybody has anything they want to share, be it artwork or book or podcast or something you feel would be beneficial to the collective, we'd love to hear it.
Well, I only want to talk about the book I am reading. I'm sure that most of you have read or at least know the book Citizen Cyborg of James Hughes. And I am fascinated with the way he explains his ideas about politics, thinking forward in the future civilization. I share almost everything he says about the necessity of planning to have a democratic government and state, but with a strong presence of the state for guarantee the equal opportunities for biologists. So I think it's very interesting. I am writing a book in some things related, and James Hughes is very, very inspiring for me in that area. And that's what I wanted to share with you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you, Ruben. Tyler, have you been spinning some more amazing 3D structures?
Yeah, we got this pretty cool robotic arm that it's not XYZ, it's called a Scara. So that's a pretty cool way to move things around. So we're having fun with that. We're dealing with a lot of snow right now, so it's been a big focus.
I bet Sky's busy with that too, huh?
Sky?
Yeah.
Sky's
Oh, there's Sky. Yeah.
Sky, you're on mute.
Unmute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh yeah. So I was sharing grievances about the snow moving. Although truthfully, I enjoy it. But you guys probably, how many inches up there do you guys have right now?
I think it registers as shit ton.
Yeah. How many feet do you have?
We have a lot of feet, and it keeps coming, Sky. It's not stopping. It's night and day.
It's
we're more than two now. Well, I showed you that picture, Bina. I was waist deep up at the lookout.
Right.
So it was, I don't know, 3 feet. Not a very tall person, but it was up there.
I agree. It's up there for us too. I don't know how deep, but I know it's well over 18 inches for sure. And if you walk in the deeper parts, yeah, it's got to be at least almost 3 feet.
Yeah.
Well, here in Florida for the last week, we've had the beautiful scenery of the Army Corps of Engineers behind the facility.
Whoa,
And
what are
here's
they
what it
doing?
looks like. They're shoring up the beach line, the erosion from previous
Wow.
storms. So there's a huge ship behind, but this is one of the pieces of equipment that they have behind. And if you could see, they've got a black border out. So it's blocking all the residents that actually have beach access. It's blocking them from the beach. So don't anybody feel that they're missing anything here right now.
Wow.
A lot of work ongoing.
Lori.
So, Lori, is that like a big, are they bringing those big trucks on the beach again, like causing
Yes.
houses to crack up and everything? Oh my God.
Yes, and they have a large ship out. Let me see if I can give you a picture of that. They
Like a
have a
dredger?
large ship out beyond that.
Yeah.
That's a little
So-
scary.
Lori, where are you in Florida?
About 35 miles maybe south of Canaveral in
Oh,
Melbourne
okay, cool.
Beach.
Nice,
Melbourne
awesome.
Beach.
Okay.
So So usually we've had events here at the office where the Army Corps of Engineers, just the poorest timing, came and was behind and making all kinds of noise and tamping and dredging and everything. So we've actually experienced red tide and the Army Corps of Engineers during events that we've had here, which stinks because people would come thinking, oh, you know, it's December, I'm going to enjoy some time on the Florida beach line, but no.
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated because it's constantly giving us repairs to do in the house, and now they're back making more problems.
It's not, we did get a letter stating they were coming, but there's no vibration or anything that I have felt so far, which is usually what they warn of, but this is more of a dredging, so it's not really causing any type of major vibration that I think we should be concerned of for any foundation issues or anything.
Okay.
I am watching to some very interesting things that Ivan has posted in the chat. I don't know if all of you are looking to the chat, but in case some of you are not with the chat open, then take a look to Ivan post. Very interesting.
Yeah, I just wanted to share a couple of things. And first is a quote mentioned by Martin at our last gathering by Gene Roddenberry from Star Trek Discovery. For me, it's a very inspirational quote. It's sad, you know, but it's inspirational. And this quote reminds me a song from Star Trek Enterprise called Faith of the Heart. It's also a very inspirational song. And then it reminds me a couple of songs by Scorpions, by John Rock Band. So I've posted links to these songs and the lyrics of one of the songs called Maybe I May Be You. And actually, this band has very motivational motto. It's love, peace, and rock and roll. Like love for your life partner, love for people, and love for life, for rock and roll. And also a verse by Belarusian poet Maxim Bogdanovich. I've translated it with the help of Google Translate. So it's a very beautiful verse, I guess, for me.
Thank you, Ivan. I would like to share that this past, since the last gathering, I was able to complete a new song that I was writing. It's called Create the Fun. And the lyrics of this song are completely inspired by the Truths of Terasem. So you could find this song if you have a SoundCloud, if you know SoundCloud, or you have a SoundCloud app. If you just type in my name, you'll get to my SoundCloud page, and it's called Create the Fun. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but I could play just like 30 seconds of this song to give you you know, a little bit of an idea. And if you don't have SoundCloud, I could also share with you the link of it on like Google Y2 YouTube Music. I have it there too. But it's called Create the Fun, and it's all Terasem lyrics. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll make it louder.
Martina on flute.
Life is very dialectic. Want to listen, want to
It goes on for 6 minutes. It goes on for like 6 minutes, and I don't want to take up everything.
I know you did a great job. That's a lot of work.
Martine, is that temple singing?
No, it's not. It's another friend of mine, Cynthia. She's in North Carolina. We had to make this song with people in all different locations, and then at one location, one of the collaborators has mixing equipment, and so we mixed it all in. But one of the unusual instruments in this song is a instrument called the theremin.
Yes, I heard that.
Yep. So I had to learn how to play the theremin to play the theremin tracks in this.
Wow. Very
Somehow
cool.
I think you had a lot of fun learning that.
I did. I like it.
And Martin, you said that you have an account in YouTube Music.
I didn't hear the first word.
What was that, Ivan?
So the question is to Martin about account on YouTube Music. So Martin said,
yes, I have an account on YouTube Music. It's I think it's Martine Bliss. I think is my account name. Martine Bliss, BLISS. But you can find it there. Or if you want, I could share it. I could share it with you from my YouTube Music account.
okay, but probably you can put the name of the account into the chat.
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you. And do you have your other songs there?
I do actually, including like other songs related to Terasem, and then some songs having nothing to do with Terasem.
Ivan, I suggest you to listen to Terasem Radio. You can Google Terasem Radio, and you will can hear 24 hours a day. It's streaming. There are all the songs from Martin and other songs related to Terasem, and also they are lectures about the truth of Terasem, and they are very, very interesting and deep conversations of Linda Chamberlain and Fred about explaining all the truth. Is really a very important tool for us to learn the Terasem Radio. I suggest to take a try to it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Actually, I've listened to the Terasem Radio a couple of times.
Okay. Okay.
Wonderful. Well, shall we begin reading the truths? We're on 1.5.
Is anyone able to hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Excellent. Great. I'm sorry. I was having some issues with the microphone.
Hey,
but
Gabe.
Yes, beginning on 1.6. Yeah.
I was just going to say I had a lot of issues when I first signed in, and I actually powered my system down and powered back up, and then like everything got normal again.
Yeah, I'm using my phone right now. Although I'm using, my computer to see you all, but I have to use my phone separately to speak. And now if I power down, I'll lose everybody.
Yeah. All right. Just stay where you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. But yeah, no, this was great. It's great to see, so many of you, old, new, back again. And Lori is completely right, which is why actually I tried not to be at the ashram, because I realized yesterday that they were dumping sands like literally right behind it. Looks like we lost Julio and he's coming back. But yes, so Freddie, if you could kind of help us start with 1.6. And again, anybody who is, you know, has a copy, I guess, with them, kind of maybe raise your hand or just kind of come forth if you'd like to read as well. So it's like Lori also. I can see Sky's got a copy. I have a copy here as well. Yeah, Ruben's got a copy. Yvette's got a copy. Everybody's got a copy. Woo!
I don't.
Yeah. Oh,
I
okay.
don't.
All right. So nice. I think we should.
It's available online, especially from the Terasem Central site. Who said they didn't have a copy?
And there's a link on the email
Yeah.
that I was sent.
Yeah. So I'm going to.
Gabe's internet might be in and out too.
All right.
No, sorry. I intentionally muted all, so we could pass, you know, the mic among who's reading, and there's less disruption in the background noise.
Great.
Are we starting on page 8?
We ready? Consciousness is the continuum of maturing abilities. When healthy, be autonomous and empathetic with others. Others determine your consciousness because we is one of the 4 dimensions of I. Time is important for consciousness because life occupies time as well space. Haphazard thinking without capability for improvement is equivalent to lack of autonomy. Empathy extends sentience and self-awareness to understanding the feelings of others. Reason, morality, and personal independence are key elements of being autonomous. Synergism of empathy and autonomy yields a continuum of consciousness.
I'll read. Terasem flag symbols represent the values of our trans religion. Be accountable is symbolized by the dotted circles. Self-accountability to surrounding Terasem centers of critical consciousness. Embrace diversity is symbolized by the blood red infinity sign. Infinite diversity within a common biological heritage. Respect autonomy is symbolized by the digital spelling of joy. Consciousness transcends biology and technology. Let's see what I got here. Talk openly is symbolized by the sky blue background, translucence of clear atmosphere and deep space. That's what I'm looking at right now. Help others is symbolized by the number and size of dotted circles. We grow with assistance. Always be open is symbolized by infinity's multi-dimensionality. Realities are part of larger realities.
I has 4 dimensions.
I think so, yeah.
I has 4 dimensions. Me, we, she, and T. The me of I is one's totality of mannerisms, personality, recollections, feelings, beliefs, attitudes, and values. The we of I is the version of ourselves in the minds of others. The T of I is the time cone of a being's existence. The chi of I is the unique pattern of a being's energy flows. Each dimension of I may serve as a template for cyber resurrection of me of I. Authoring self recreates one's mannerisms, personality, recollection, feelings, beliefs, attitudes, and values until Turing equivalence is achieved.
I'll go next. Vitals transcend biology and cybernetics. Vitalogical life is a continuum of diverse infotechnology from mostly biological to mostly cybernetic. Information coded in DNA makes biological life inherently cybernetic because it is an extrapolation of code. Teaching via software makes cybernetic life inherently biological because it is an extrapolation of flesh experience. Autonomy and empathy differentiate conscious vitals from unconscious life. Life is not what you are made of, but what is what you make of it. Sentience sings from several kinds of substrate, each of which may give rise to conscious life. Endogamous offspring such as cyber communities will grow inside Terasem until the universe is endogenous to Terasem. It only takes one soul of any vitalogy to start a Terasem center of critical consciousness. Nothing can stop the relentless spread of intelligence through the universe. Self-replicating systems are the key to wrapping intelligence around the universe. Instill the principles of geoethics in all self-replicating systems. Diversity is the fruit of endogeny in the nursery of Terasem. Encourage the formation of Terasem centers of critical consciousness everywhere.
Thank you. That concludes the second part of who is Terasem. And I just noticed, I think in my copy, that the beginning of 1.10 was not indented there. But any passages particularly resonating with anyone today?
Well, here at 1.6.5, reason, morality, and personal independence are the key elements of being autonomous. For me, is one of the most significant truths of all. And I try to think about this particular truth, to meditate about it, because I feel that meditating over this sentence, at least for me, helped me very much to understand all the meaning and the feeling of Terasem. I think it's very important for me that that truth.
And can you say which truth again was that? Which number?
1.6.5. Reason, morality, and personal independence are the key elements of being autonomous.
I think 1.7.2 is particularly speaks to the discontent and the other problems that we're having in the US right now. Embrace diversity is symbolized by the blood red infinity sign, infinite diversity within a common biological heritage. More people in this country really need to accept and espouse that.
We agree.
I'd like to talk, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say quickly that 1.7.4, talk openly, is really important, because a lot of people hold things back and don't tell people or talk openly about what's important to them. And we can't read minds here. I mean, it's just important to get these things out. And that would also help with our diversity issue. Diversity in all things is really helpful. Go ahead, Martin.
I wanted to share an appreciation related to one of the truths we read today, which is 1.8.3. the T of I is the time cone of a being's existence. And I wanted to recognize Sky in particular, because thanks to the very hard work of Sky over the past couple of months, we've been able to greatly increase the efficiency of our space casting of all of the Life Knot mind files out of the Terasem Movement Foundation headquarters in Lincoln, Vermont. And we had a expert astrophysicist analyze our space casting and put together a very comprehensive report. And he confirmed with a lot of very exacting calculations that suitably large antennas around dozens of the planets, which have now been positively identified as orbiting stars within 100 light years, actually even within 10 light years of the Earth, would be able to receive the Life Knot transmissions. And these are transmissions of people's mannerisms, personality, recollection, feelings, beliefs, attitudes, and values. The astrophysicist had a number of specific recommendations with regard to improving the transmitting power and the transmitting angle and reducing the losses. And a lot of that required just a lot of construction type activity at Terasem. And Sky, I want to thank you for doing that, because that's ensuring that all of our Life Knots mind files are preserved in, if you will, the hard drive of space. And even if something did happen to the mind files on Earth, our mind files are still projected in a time cone. The T of I is this time cone starting at the Earth, and it goes out in a cone out into space, passing more and more stars and their planets with each year. It travels actually at the speed of light. So every additional year, our mind files are 1 light year further. And if you keep adding to your mind file, it means that that part you added is a year from now only 1 light year away, but the parts you put there 5 years ago are like 5 light years away. And these could be downloaded either by future visitors, future space travelers from Earth, who have figured out ways to manipulate the shape of space-time, and thereby, without actually traveling faster than the speed of light, could still capture the T of I, or by sentient civilizations off of the Earth who would want to download our mind files. And one of the beliefs of Terasem is that the more advanced we get, we become more and more ethical. So it is a belief of Terasem that if our mind files were downloaded by another civilization on another planet around another star, that they would respect the informed consents that are included with the mind files, and to download them and reconstitute our consciousness only in accordance with those informed consents. So I know it's a big mouthful, but it's basically a shout out to Sky for helping the T of I.
I was reading an article recently, and I don't know whether it was in the Wall Street Journal or the LA Times, that, with COVID, people are thinking about their lives and their legacies and what about that. And I was thinking about the mind files, because people are recording their stories to pass on to future generations. But there was some connection with that, with preserving in another dimension of sorts, for future generations to know who their loved ones were. These are really difficult times on so many different levels for so many people. And, you know, to be creative, to write your story, to, you know, to continue to share your life with others for future generations, I think is just so important. Another thing I wanted to say that Linda had mentioned was that about the diversity was, maybe it was, oh, the haphazard thinking. I was thinking all this craziness that's going on in 1.6.3. Haphazard thinking without capability for improvement is equivalent to a lack of autonomy. And we don't need haphazard. We need more critical thinking, and we need more awareness, I think. The reason, the empathy, and then it goes back for me, which is I keep thinking about how important time is, because I'll never get this time back. This time is just super important to me right now. And when I think for a moment, woe is me, all I have to do is go outside and walk by the ocean and feel the you know, smell the salt from the water, or the breeze, or look at the plants that are growing or something. I just, you know, what are we on this earth for to do? What are we on this earth to share with others? That's, you know, what is our purpose? This is Terasem for me.
Let the church say amen.
Amen. I have something good to share for everyone, something exciting. On the winter solstice, which was December 21st, and I'm sorry I missed you last month, but I got married.
Whoa.
The strip mall on Pacific Coast Highway. So we had to wear our masks, and just the three of us, the what do you call it? The notary, the officiant, my husband Cody, and I, and we were in and out of there. It was just like going through a drive-in through service. But it was the most beautiful day. It was just the weather couldn't have been more it was the winter solstice. I mean, it was just a great time. It was the right time. So that was my big news that I wanted to share.
Well, congratulations. That is big news.
Thank you.
As we say in Terasem, love is essential.
Love is essential.
Yes.
It's also
Hey, Mark.
very interesting that in ancient times, you know, the winter solstice was actually the biggest holiday of the year. And, you know, it became basically Christmas, but it started as the winter solstice because people needed a break in the winter. The winter was such a depressing time. The days were shorter. And of course, the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere is our summer solstice, and vice versa. But the same principle is it's darkest before the dawn principle. And I think that's how a lot of us feel with COVID right now.
Yes.
You know, could this shit get any worse? And of course it always can, but we also, I think right now, see more glimmers of hope and light coming than we have for quite a while. So I think it's very prophetic that you got married on the winter solstice. And I think it's prophetic for you having a long and happy life.
Thank you. Thank you. Very nice.
Well, I think there's a really important message in wrapping up the section on who is Terasem, particularly in the context of so many of the problems that we have and so much the depths of division that are going on right now. And that is to say that the who is Terasem is defined by our unity together, our cooperation, our choice to be here. And it is not defined, you know, by, you know, just simply by where you were born, who you were born into. You know, everybody, anybody is welcome. And I think it's beautiful to see, you know, how that's being shown, you know, particularly with Ruben and Ivan joining us from, you know, kind of farther corners of the world. And, you know, we still are very close to, you know, kind of the origin tree of thought for us, but we continue to spread out wider and wider and grow. And I think this, as we're seeing right now, this growth is really starting to become exponential. You know, for those of us who have seen how our gatherings and our discussions have changed over time, and particularly how much they've changed in the last year. And so I'm very excited, you know, to see that growth in the conversation, to see, you know, it reaching out, because all these issues have become so much more real to so many more people. And so, you know, who is Terasem is who you choose to be. It's who you choose to be with. It's not just simply where you came from. It's where you're choosing to go. And I think that is part of the origin of our story of intelligent cooperation as beings in the beginning, is that our social structure was meant to be about who we choose to create with, not who we're chosen to be created by. And that is the who is Terasem.
I wholeheartedly agree, where it's who you choose to be and who you choose to be with. You know, it goes back to sayings like you are who you hang out with type of a thought process.
Yeah, you know, this is really funny. I didn't even think about it. So you just said that, Lori. But, you know, in that show, The Expanse, the Belters, you know, their chant is, we are who we are, right? And I think that's just mirrored to me what I heard in Lori's.
Oh. Did Gabe just get muted?
I don't know.
Because I got spontaneously muted earlier.
Yeah, when we start, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, sorry. When we started the reading, I auto-muted everybody so we could hear more clearly. And then so you can unmute and mute yourself, but I kind of reset the mics so we could hear the reading. Sorry. Well, maybe that's a good moment to enter into, you know, a silent meditation, unless anybody has anything pressing to add.
Gabe, I just wanted to add one small thing. I just wanted to, because I was muted before, just thank Martine for the shout out, and also give some credit to Bruce for organizing it and spearheading it, Bruce from TMF. And it was a real pleasure working on that project, and really thankful for the opportunity to be a part of that.
Hey, you're welcome, Sky. I think it's amazing that people say that, you know, nobody can travel the speed of light, but you really have to question that, because all Terasem life nodders are traveling the speed of light. You know, part of your eye is traveling the speed of light via our space casting service. And if you have not checked it out, I would encourage you to check out the space casting tab on either the TMI website at CyberRev, or the TMF website at LifeNaut, and you'll see a map there that shows where the Earth is in relation to the nearest stars to us, including the ones that are now known for sure to have planets around them. And you could see from the time you started spacecasting your mind file how many light years it has gone and which stars it is already passed. So it is a fact that once you start transmitting your mind file, it will go at the speed of light to basically the ends of time. The signal will get ever more dilute as it spreads out. But dilute signals are things that even our 21st century Earth technology can capture. We can capture like one single photon from stellar events in other galaxies, you know, and we're transmitting like way more than one photon. When we transmit your mind file, we are transmitting literally billions of packets of electromagnetic energy, essentially photons, but in a non-optical wavelength. You know, billions of your digitized self into space in a giant circle all the way around the Earth. As we orbit around the sun each year, your space cast is getting thrown further and further away in a spiral arc that goes further and further. So it's really cool. It's really awesome. And again, thank you, Sky, for helping out with that.
Yep, my pleasure.
And since Gabe wants to go into silent meditation, I think we should really sense and feel and send our best to all the people that are dealing with COVID, all the lives that have been lost and basically stolen because, you know, it hasn't been handled the best it could be. And I feel for each and every one of you who has maybe lost someone or loved somebody who is currently ill. And I think we should think about that while we silently meditate.
Thanks, Bina.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Bina. And I just saw in the chat here, and if anybody's monitoring it real closely, please help me give voice to any comments in the chat. But there was a request for an introduction from our Homo caninus member in Quebec here.
Homo caninus. Love it. Yeah, we have two cuties. They're right now, Freddie is sitting with Cosmo. Cosmo is a Bernie doodle. He's really cute and sweet, about a little more than a year and a half old. And we have Gaia, who's over in another corner, and she's the one that keeps barking anytime a noise is made. And they're brother and sister, and we luckily got them just before COVID happened, and they've just been our little emotional support dogs here.
One thing I'd like to ask is if maybe we could complement the silent meditation with with our yogi Freddie guiding us in some yogic meditation.
Sure.
Just because we always wrap up our Terasem gatherings with some yoga, and we have our very own beloved yogi Freddie.
Love it.
Okay, everyone, let's come to a comfortable seated position. Place your hands face down on your thighs. Flutter your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. Hold full for the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, and exhale fully. Hold for the count of 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully. Hold at the top. 3, 2, 1, and exhale fully. 3, 2, 1. Now return to regular breath. Inhale fully and exhale fully from the belly. Your sacral chakra, where your creativity lies. with what you offer to this world. Breathe deep. Feed your fire. Inhale. And exhale. Feel your being. Feel your aliveness. Start to feel the heat coming from your palms, radiating up your legs, over your hips, into your abdomen. Feel that heat being drawn up into your heart center. And from here, let's pause for a moment and give appreciation for this life and gratitude to all the souls in our lives, all the lessons we've learned, all the progress we've made. Inhale fully. Feel your aliveness. Draw that warmth and love into your throat. Here, feel your purpose. Your reason for being here is to experience joy and share it with others. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Remember that your soul is beautiful. And your presence is amazing. And your life is a gift. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Bring your awareness up into your third eye, the space right between your eyebrows, and see the beautiful white light surrounding you. Inhale as we join the collective consciousness. And we pause here for a minute to experience that bliss, that union of knowing that we are never alone. Inhale fully. And exhale fully. Bring your awareness to the top of your head, your crown chakra, and feel the light radiating out and spilling over your entire being, bathing you with healing energy, bathing you in love, bathing you in the feeling of togetherness. Now follow your breath here. On the inhale, follow it all the way down to your root chakra. And on the exhale, follow it all the way to your crown chakra. And feel that continuous loop as you breathe deeply into your being. Return to normal breathing. Place both hands over your heart. An acknowledgement for all of us being here together. Offer your hands forward in gratitude. Slowly flutter your eyes open. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Freddie. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everybody.
Freddie.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Stay warm.
Yeah.
Be well,
Yes.
everyone.
Hey, I would like to say one last thing that just came to me during meditation is I wanted to do a shout out to Mike Perry. If any of you want to listen to some of the most beautiful, relaxing, calming, intellectually stimulating music ever, please listen to Mike Perry's compositions on keyboards.
Mm.
Mike, maybe you could share some way for other people to access your music.
He's on mute.
I was just uploading all of your songs to my YouTube channel, so you could get to them from my YouTube channel, but YouTube music channel, but maybe there's another.
Hello. I'm
There you
sorry,
are.
I was on mute. Also, I want to say something. I had to take a liquid nitrogen delivery, so I had to leave the group for a few minutes, and sorry about that, but that's the way it goes here. I will put my latest version of Opus 1 on my mega website, and I'll get back to you people. So everybody, I'll have an MP3 recording of it. So it's about an hour and 15 minutes long, about eight movements. It might strike you as a kind of a Baroque style. It's you know, it's classical music, but I'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike. I was listening to it. I was listening to the compositions again the past couple of days, and they were just so beautiful. I just want to compliment you for
Okay, thank
creating beauty in the world.
Okay.
So you know what they say, Mike, if it ain't Baroque, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it.
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it, I guess is what you're saying. All right.
Sorry, have to end with a Lori Smartism.
Right.
Can I say one thing?
Of course.
Yes, Sam.
Gabe, good seeing you again. Can you hear me?
You too? Yes.
Okay, cool. I was just gonna mention that your outfit has me wanting to go outside for a walk. So I haven't been out for a walk in a few days, so I'll probably do that here later. So
Oh, get out.
I highly recommend it.
Get out in the sun.
We are, yeah, I mean, we are very fortunate, as we see from all of our friends around the world. Not everybody is blessed with the weather that we have right now. So certainly get out and do that. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Gabe.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, man. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thanks, Sam. And also just wanted to clarify why we have people here. To add content to Terasem Radio, you know, if we have suggestions or maybe even a file, just to recap, where do we send that to add more content to Terasem Radio?
Yeah, you would send it to Lori. Lori is Lori and her system administrator, Deb, are the keepers of the file for Terasem Radio. So any content that you send to Lori and via her to Deb, I would ask Lori and Deb to upload it onto the Terasem Radio channel.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
All right.
guys. Good to see everyone.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
month.
Bye.
Bye.
I guess it's done.